Yo, what's up, everybody? Need to give my music a second here to cook up. It starts off slow. It needs to get going. Well, what's going on, guys? Midweek, it's hump day. We got the weekend in sight, but more importantly...
FBI, open up!
Beastman's always waits for the very first part of the stream to kick in the door and say, hey, Beastman's, welcome on in, man. What's going on? Completely threw me off. What was I talking about? Yeah, this week. Tomorrow. Let's see if I can get my times right on this. I got to definitely read it off of X to make sure. Okay. So we have the Roadmap Reshaped community stream. That's happening tomorrow on Gray Zone Warfare's Twitch. Kicks off live at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So make sure you adjust based off of your time zones here. 1 p.m. Eastern Time, they're going live. And immediately following the conclusion of that stream, there's going to be a PvP creator versus dev event where yours truly is going to be pairing up with a bunch of other creators to go take on the devs in the taking of Fort Nerith. So the concept is really cool. They're going to try to hold Fort Nerith. We got a bunch of creator factions who are going to be going after him. And there's some rules about respawning and all that, but it's going to be pretty fun to watch. I think they're baking all of that into the server rules itself. So they have a little bit of back-end control on what's going on in the game. Beastman's coming in saying that's going to be 3:30 a.m. for South Australia. Ha, boy, you're going to need to crack open something with caffeine in it. Or catch the replay. That's going to be an early one for me. A real late one for you. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to be getting down and dirty. We're going to see. I'm trying to think of who I got my sights set on. I'm probably going to be going after Riki. If I see her red panda ears and tail popping up from behind cover somewhere, we're going to be throwing some grenades. Super Pokemon 96 coming in from Italy. All the way from Italy. Welcome on in. How's it going there? Couple shout outs here. I've got Art by SL coming in over on the vertical. He was the first one in, hanging out on the vertical. If you're still hanging around there, Art by SL, welcome on in. Thank you for hanging out. All right, reviewing here. Let's see. We have a Redneck Atheist coming in with the call to action. As usual, like, subscribe, follow, comment, share, and add notifications. We seem to be adding something, a new call to action for everyone here. Don't be an a-hole and prank people beneath you. Be a hero and prank those above you. Just remember to be prepared to pay for it. Yeah, pranks up is always good. Pranks down, bad taste. That's very, very good recommendation there. I got Mother141. He's been hanging out over here on Twitch. Mother, thank you for stopping on by and hanging out. Yeah, so about Riki. Mother saying, oh God, she may accidentally take out her own team. She is actually quite funny to watch playing Gray Zone. It's her own game, but I think she's the one who handles a lot of the back end stuff. So she doesn't code in much of the actual gameplay type stuff. So watching her play is very, very interesting. She's learning how to play her own game. We got to cue the Danzig cover. Mother! I need some super long hair and about, I don't know, 40 pounds more straight muscle. Yeah. So let's see here. I suppose we can go ahead and crack open our Liquid Death. We're going with the tall boy in the cherry obituary. So you guys have been trying out some of those soda flavors, huh? That Dr. Death, it's pretty good. I mean, it's not going to be a replacement for Dr. Pepper, but it's so interesting how they're able to mimic that flavor. Okay, Mother's coming in saying that she does a bit of both. She used to be a tester and then moved to coding. Oh, okay. Yeah, she was talking about some of the things that she did. And what was very interesting is that she has complete control over Handshake. So some of those guys that get messages from Handshake could be her. I know that Rick's been known to do that too. Snowball tried the old Dr. Death today thanks to Amazon. Amazon's pretty quick on that turnaround. Pretty good there. Ghostface Killa coming in over on the vertical. Ghostface, what's up, brother? Good to see you back. Yo, big old shout out over to Rumble. I see some people starting to pile in over at Rumble. I like being able to stream to Rumble. That's a pretty cool platform. I'm just waiting for it to bud up and grow. I think we're on the verge of Rumble just being a massive force. I haven't figured it out yet though. So what's up, Rumble? How you guys doing? Mother141 saying, I have been rickrolled by Handshake when I streamed with Bennett. Ah, they got you, huh? I wonder who was behind it all. It has been a bit, Ghostface Killa. Going really well here. If you haven't noticed, we've got some of our own merch in. So here we go. We're wearing the Republic of Tango full zip hoodie today. Big fan of this one. It's got the Texas flag on it. We shamelessly stole it from the Republic of Texas. I don't think they'll mind, though. And to wit, we're going to go ahead and crack this cherry obituary. And I've got my new special Republic of Tango mug to be drinking out of. Mrs. Tango was making a little bit of fun of me, though. She says it's tiny. It is kind of a little mug for coffee. Like, I would drink maybe a couple shots of espresso out of this. It makes my hand look really big, right? As far as coffee mugs, though, kind of a small one. I don't know, maybe I should look at some of the other large mugs to design as well. It's a good enough drinking cup, though. Mess kit worthy, there we go. Straight out of the mess kit. It's actually kind of built the same way, that kind of steel, like a rolled steel, enamel outside. Enamel inside too, by the way. Yeah. Enamel coating. So it was Rick, huh? He was doing it to Bennett. Did him dirty by giving him like 1,200 M4s he could never claim. Just absolutely swamping his inbox, huh? Is he doing a little handshake DDoS attack on Bennett? It's a shot glass. I think you could probably turn it into a shot glass. It'd be quite a shot glass, though. You'd be getting messed up after a couple shots. Yeah. All right, so yeah, that's the big news, man. If you guys can tune in, again, that's going to be like after 1 p.m. tomorrow when they're going live. Following that event is going to be the big creator versus dev thing. I think that's going to be really cool. So tune in if you can. That's going to be a complete off time for me. I never stream during the day. I'm an evening streamer. So tomorrow is going to be kind of an interesting, wake up, get everything ready, be prepared to stream during the daylight hours. It's going to feel weird. I might be off. Hopefully I got all the skills there. We'll see. If anything, I'm kind of counting on my creator teammates to be super strong. I imagine we're going to absolutely steamroll the devs. I mean, we play all the time. This is what we do. Snowball's going to be off tomorrow watching. Nice. So that's a good question about chat. I mean, just like here, I'll have my chat going. But I think they're also going to be streaming it from the Gray Zone Warfare Twitch channel as well. So, I mean, that's going to be like the condensed chat. I'm sure they're going to have massive viewership over there. Redneck Atheist coming in and saying, hit up the Devar tumblers. Are they made by Thermos? We're doing those, doing a little bit of scotch out of some tumblers. All right, let's see what state my Gray Zone is in. Jump in, grab ourselves a server, and see where we're at with the tasks. I think we're getting pretty damn close to the end. Although, remembering what happened last time, Terminal Initiative was an absolute beast. Can I get my game in, OBS? Do you guys want to... Let's get this game streaming here. No, not yet? I might have to hop back. All right, let's hop back and get back into our gameplay mode here. There it is. There we go. All right. See, we can overcome technical difficulties here. You just got to unplug it and plug it back in again. Okay, ears on. Gonna go run by the tent. We'll see who all's here. It's a good idea that we check the population.
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica. Oh, God, I love those Office ones. Mother, thank you for hitting me up with some of the Office. Devar's the proper name for vacuum flasks. There we go. I learned something new. Ooh, I should be looking for some vacuum flasks. I'll have to check and see if my merch provider has any of those. That'd be cool. All right, I feel like I'm missing something out of my task. What am I missing? Maybe I had a task item? Huh, okay. Not important if I can't remember it then. Let's check our MFAQs. Looking pretty good. Yeah, I'd say that's good enough to run. QR kit should be full. That is good. Let's check and make sure we take the right keys with us this time. And I think this is going to be enough green tip ammo. Maybe not get so loaded down. Yeah, that should be fine there. So Thermos is just the most famous out of those. Fatherpreneur, what's up? Fatherpreneur coming in over on Kick. How's it going, man? Good to see you in. Cheetos and Wheels. Let me know that this is more than enough ammo. Boys, you guys know how I like to completely destroy ammo. I go through it like real quick. We burn it here. Burn up that ammo. That said, the places that I'm going, I should be able to farm some green tip easily enough. Yes, sir. All is well over here. Very good to see you, Fatherpreneur. So, I don't know if you're tracking. Tomorrow, we have the Gray Zone Warfare community stream happening at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And following that, I will be participating in that big creator versus dev PvP event. So if you're around, stop by and check it out, man. That should be a really big event. It's going to be pretty cool. I think we're going to embarrass those devs. All right, everything is looking green, but just to make sure, yep, M2 plate carrier is looking good. Let's check the helmet just in case. Yeah, helmet's getting a little banged up. 79%, and that is repaired, I do believe. Yeah, 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm actually having to take off work so I can go ahead and do it. We'll be streaming for the streaming during the day for the very first time. It's going to be an odd feeling. Okay, task lists. Let's see here. We got to turn in the Art of Deception. Oh, that was such a nice finish. Holy cow. We closed that out on Monday, the Art of Deception. We dropped off that document over at Midnight Sapphire with like seconds to go. Absolutely crazy. It was great. Yeah, perfect finish to a stream. I was so happy to get that done. Mother141 coming in saying, I have ran into groups of AI running just 855. Also, the Artisan AK-19 mags have 855 for a decent price. Okay, so the 19 mags they have filled up with 855, huh? Oh, for a decent price unless they fixed it. Let's see. I don't know what they're running for. Yo, Timothy McGee with the resub for 2 months over there on Twitch. Thank you so much, Timothy McGee. Hey, how's it going there? Sir, good to have you sticking with the unit there. And yeah, so Timothy McGee just re-upped over tier 1 with the unit. You boys over there with the unit on Twitch, you guys get 10% off all this fine Tango merch over at tangopapadelta.com. You tier 2 boys over on YouTube, my pipe hitters, you guys get the same deal there. Tango deep in foliage, taking down an enemy, high velocity range chainsaw. Hey, there we go. Snowball's handing out the gifted subs now. Thank you so much, Snowball. We got one heading out to A Hot Stuff. A Hot Stuff coming in over on Twitch there. Awesome. And yeah, Timothy McGee is both on YouTube and on Twitch. I don't know if those things layer up, though. I'm not sure if those layer up. You can give it a shot. I don't know if it works, though. I probably should know. I haven't tried it myself. Yeah, let's see here. So the AK-19 mags, huh? AK-19. They're kind of the straighter 5.56 mags. Oh, I don't have it, do I? Because I don't have Artisan Level 3 yet. I'll bet you that's where it comes in, too, isn't it? Okay, so we're not quite there. Let's turn in Handshake's task here. And that should open up a few more. Okay. We got Priceless Possessions. Gunny has a new one, a Big Entrance. Oh, find and mark all the LAF weapon caches in Tiger Bay Central. That sounds like that's going to be kind of a nightmare. We'll see. He's got a couple trackers for me. Let's get those. Turncoat has like 3 of these fanny packs for me. And Handshake is hooking me up with some night vision. That's nice. Beautiful. Okay, so he's got that. Got the G24. I thought... Do these PVS 31s not go straight on the G24? Ah, there we go. Okay, good, because once our PVS 31s start dying, we're going to need to replace those. Oh, the belt bags. The fanny packs. They didn't call them fanny packs here. Try Turncoat. Let's check out Turncoat. Redneck Atheist. Are you loving the names, man? The names are crazy. The guys up in this community, they have some pretty good creative names. Okay, so Telly60s is coming in over on Twitch saying it's Turncoat level 2. Let's try Turncoat. Art by SL coming in over on the vertical saying that YouTube isn't full screen. Sir, you are on my vertical. If you back out of that and go to my channel, you will find that I've got 2 live streams going on right now. One is going to be vertical. The other one's going to be the full widescreen horizontal. So you'll have a better view on that side if you'd like to jump in over to it. Okay. Wow. Yeah, the whole top end of my locker is getting absolutely full of garbage. We're going to need to handle that at some point.
FBI, open up!
Yo, Saitama coming in, kicking in the door. Saitama, what's up, brother? Oh, Redneck Atheist also pointing out, yes, I still have my 31s attached to my head. That's what was missing. Look at that. That's what was missing out of my tasks. I knew something was missing out of there. Good call. Thank you, sir. All right, so Turncoat, we've got level 2. He has, must be this AK 5.56 mag, maybe? I'll bet you that's it. You guys tell me that's loaded up with green tip for 53 bucks. 53. Gunny. What does a full stack of this run? Oh. Let's try 60. Stack of 60. Oh no, that's probably a 30 rounder, isn't it? 30 rounder for 180. So 30 rounds of M855. 180 bucks. If I go to Turncoat and I buy his 5.56 mag, let's check it out. 30 rounds. Oh, it's only FMJ out of that one. Okay. We got FMJ. Thought we found a loop. Thought we could get out there. Yeah, Telly's coming in saying it's FMJ. I had to figure it out myself, I guess. Okay, so they patched it. They're getting an idea for the economy then. Hey, there's Art by SL coming in over on the regular YouTube stream. Yeah, you're getting the full version over on this side now. Yo, Devin jumping up in the stream. Devin 1996, what's going on, sir? Okay, well, we can buy green tip. No big deal. That's fine. It just seems like we're not going to have any workaround to get cheap green tip. So, who's close to level 3 here? Turncoat. I need to get Lab Rat bumped back up. Artisan's pretty darn close. But I don't have any of their tasks. Unless I'm missing out on something. Let's see, that's in progress. Got those in progress. She doesn't have any. She doesn't have any. Turncoat. We got one. And a Banshee. So. Artisan's pretty damn close to getting bumped up to level 3. Let me sell those back to Lab Rat. I think Lab Rat's probably going to need all the help I can get here. Okay. Inching up. Getting closer back to level 3. We keep losing her. We keep disappointing her. And she takes away points from me. They patched it. FMJ, we don't want FMJ, Redneck Atheist. No, sir. It's too bad they patched it. Okay, so in that case, what do we have? What do we have to do here? Let's see. We do have a Turncoat task. He needs to get bumped up. But who's going to take down? That's going to take down on Handshake, right? With Priceless Possessions. So we go and we get the golf club, report back to Turncoat. So they're both the same. They're both the same. It just depends on who we turn it into. Am I in danger of losing too much rep with Handshake? Yes. I am already level 2 with Handshake, so that's going to be an issue. We need to push Handshake up to level 3. Man, balancing all of these guys is kind of a pain in the ass, really. Trying to get them all bumped up to level 3. So I think we're going to have to turn that back into Handshake. I need my boy bumped up to level 3. Handshake has a bunch of missions to cover. You think so? Are you guys recommending that I go turn this into Turncoat then? He's going to be a smaller vendor. And if I get Turncoat level 3, does Turncoat get me the big bags? So I'm pretty sure that's what I need out of Turncoat. Get me a big bag. Okay, well, I think in any case, we need to get out there. We need to go grab that golf club. Is there a time on this thing? No. Okay, locate the golf club, which is going to be somewhere on the golf course. I'm trying to remember. I think we go into the shed. I'm going to cheat a little bit here. We're going to take a look. All right, what was this called? Priceless Possessions. Take a look and see if they moved this thing. Okay, exterior of the objective building. Got it. There's a golf club. Okay. Looks like it's the same area, really. Same area as last time. So we need to get out to probably Fox 1.
Exfil confirmed. Raven en route to base camp.
Fox 1 and work our way across. Let's see who all's in here. Mardo. Never Tilt. Seeing some more names here. That's me. Neo Cyan. Eagle 32. Cajun SA. Joel Black up in here. Get your ass in PvP. Hey, we got PvP tomorrow, man.
Raven,
Plenty of time for that.
Ready to load. Ready up,
Zombie!
taking off.
Lidster, what's going on, man? Hey, Zombie, yeah, the teams are out, right? We know the teams. So Turncoat has the big bags and the bigger belt. Okay, we're pushing up Turncoat for sure. I better be. So they've assigned me Mithras. I don't think that was influenced by anything. What team did they assign you? Ghostface, you hanging out over here on the horizontal side now. Itamita, there we go. What's going on, brother? You guys aren't keeping your names consistent between Twitch and YouTube. It's kind of hard to keep up. Oh, so they put all of us on Mithras then. They're still doing all 3 factions though, aren't they? Or are they just rocking 2 factions? With like a super faction. Okay, so they're doing 3 factions. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't realize there was that many devs to pile into a single faction. Zombie, let's be real. We're gonna steamroll those guys, aren't we? They spend all their time coding the stuff, man. They don't spend it playing it. We're the guys who play it all the time. We can't be disrespectful about it, though. No teabagging the devs. Ghostface, no T1, crazy shit, sir? Well, yeah, correct. No T1. I actually think this is the red dot that came on the build. So I just didn't buy a new one. You're teabagging Ty? I think that's acceptable.
1 minute.
You can teabag Ty. Whoa, wait. What is this, mother? Are they saying that Rick is going to add a minigun? Is that what's going on? Are they going to introduce a new weapon system during this? They're going to have defensive positions built up over on Fort Nerith. That would be pretty rad. Hey, Itamida, thank you so much for stopping in, sir. We'll see you next time. So if he's going to kill you 3 times, which side is he playing on? He's a creator, right? They're not going to throw him on the dev side, are they? We're just going to start TKing each other. He's on the dev side, that bastard. Okay. We're taking him out. That's it. He's got a target on his back. They're going to give them thermals? Tele-60s, you guys are pulling my leg now, man. They're going to give him thermals and a minigun. They're going to be laying in sandbag positions.
Spread out.
Trash talking Ty. Well, I don't see Ty up around here. I think you could trash talk him all I want. He's not going to hear it. Ty, you aren't here. Ricky's going to drop the Moab. Ricky's too nice to be dropping Moabs. Oh yeah, let's get rid of this red dot. Yeah, guys, I love you guys. Zombie, I love you as a Gray Zone Warfare content creator. But watching Ricky play her own game has got to be some of the most entertaining Gray Zone Warfare streams I've ever seen. It's the best. PvP versus devs realize they have the power to deploy hacks. Yes, they have the power of God on their side. They can do anything they want. So, I have a feeling once things get a little dire for them, they might do a little cheating. They might cheat. It may be her own team. Yeah. Ricky's absolutely hilarious. And, I mean, you'd think that she would just know how to be better at it. But the fact that she's learning it is so endearing. I'm curious how many of her own team she's going to be able to take off herself. Might help us out a bit. Breathing heavy. Oh, I was already in single action. Feel like we may hear some Czech cuss words. I'll need to hop on Duolingo tonight and try to brush up. Or I guess Duolingo's not going to teach me the cuss words, are they? I just want to make sure that I know what they're saying. If we catch any of their comms. Technically, if they can go over the radio and check. They're kind of encrypted. They got encrypted comms. I don't know. Do we have any Czech content creators? Oh, shoot. I should probably get that building mapped out. Keep myself on bearing here. Ghostface Killa, are you using a new computer? No, sir. This is the same rig. Same rig. We've not been able to build up our new PC yet. I need to get out over here. Yeah, no new PC yet. Not until I can grab myself a GPU. Which, if you haven't known, those GPUs are impossible to get at the moment. Impossible to get at any decent price, at least. I think I saw them on the secondary market. They're, I mean, damn near 100% markup over MSRP. I don't think we're going to do that. Woo. I can pay a little over MSRP. But, I mean, just based on the principle of the matter, I'd rather not. Not all that much. Mother's rocking a 1440 monitor and a 4070 graphics card, and the game got 10 times better. So, what kind of settings are you running then? I did find the 4070 treats me pretty well. Snowball's rocking the 4060 and runs 130 frames. Dude, that's pretty good. I don't have my counter on yet. Let's get that going. Give it a second to calculate and average out. Yeah, I turned on DLSS. We'll get some of those DLSS generated frames. But still not going to be anything to write home about, I think. Okay. Yep, somebody saw me. Almost got outflanked there. Where did he see me from? He was over on my side here. There we go. He just peeked out. And they should have one more homie over here. Somewhere. Unless I took him out in that spray. Ash shots don't kill. No, but they hurt like a mofo. You hit him in that pelvic girdle, whether from the front or from the rear. It should really take the fight out of him. And I think technically they can bleed to death. Which is why, gents, that's why I bring so much ammo. Because Tango fights by volume, not by precision. Volume of fire wins the day. In the end. Alright, well, I guess we did get all of them. Lost Sapien coming in. Your graphics look a lot better from when I watched in the past. Did something change? What is going on? I don't think so. We did bump up the frame generation here. I did turn on DLSS. Maybe that's it? I don't think I'm pushing very much more than 60 frames out on stream, though. What you got? Okay, now we can farm some of the green tip out here. And I hear somebody over on site. I don't think I need to go all the way to Midnight Sapphire, though. Hey, there we go. Precious Golf Club is gotten. So it's a very nice, crisp picture. I mean, maybe it's just maybe I just have a better connection tonight. Maybe my internet connection is just on fire tonight. That'd be great. I did run a little ISP test this morning, and things were pretty speedy. But I'd like to think that my fiber internet wasn't the issue causing me to have anything blurry happening. Maybe the YouTube gods are showing me some favor here. And, oh no, you're coming in over on Twitch. Maybe, I don't know. Did Twitch grant us a higher bit rate? Would be nice. Oh, point out. Okay, so we got the viewers in here. Zombie, you didn't bring over viewers with you, did you? I most definitely did not get a notification of raid. You guys got to let me know if I missed something there. Good. Hey, you didn't raid me, did you? I didn't see any notification of that. I don't know. Someone was pointing out that my numbers are looking artificially high. Kind of a backhanded compliment there. Could be the bit rate on Twitch. Last time I streamed, my bit rate on Twitch was trash. Yeah, the bit rate on Twitch is, I mean, you can get 8K at most. For us plebes. I don't know if they give you a little bit more than that. King Kong Casper coming in over on YouTube. Well, no, I'm sorry. King Kong Casper, YouTube, coming in over on Twitch. Casper, how's it going, brother? Today you are at 10K bitrate? Brother, I do need to check this out. What kind of bitrate am I getting out of here? I think it's capped in my OBS, so I don't think it would allow me to go up to 10K. And it wasn't on purpose. I wonder if Twitch is having... maybe they're upgrading their systems. Adding a little bit more capacity. Maybe they're trying to actually compete with YouTube. So it's weird because you've been streaming on Twitch for 2 years, never ran into a bitrate issue, thought it was the upgrades on your PC. Yeah, so sometimes when you do those upgrades, you end up with some, not necessarily compatibility issues, but settings issues on OBS. I found that out when I've changed things around. When, perhaps if I update my software, that can cause an issue. But yeah, anytime I do something to my system, it is always, I got to do a lot of tests afterwards just to make sure we didn't screw anything up. But yeah, if you're seeing like 10K bitrate over on Twitch, that is crazy. That's crazy awesome.
Each and every man under my command owes me 100 Nazi scalps. And I want my scalps.
And I will have my scalps.
Negative. All birds are in the air.
Sound good? Available in 7 seconds. There we go.
Roger. Raven is in
Beautiful.
the air and heading to
Always got to be ready to click it at like 3 seconds left to go because it jumps. You don't want somebody snaking you. So the bitrate's been trash recently. I mean, as long as it's steady, you got to have a bitrate that you can count on. Yeah, three seconds is the go time. That's when you click it.
On my way.
Because it's going to take you a split second depending on your reaction time. And then you're also competing against everybody else to get that bird too. Got to save the frags for tomorrow for that sound. Yeah, you got to give the speech to everybody, right? Line them up at the base. Tell them that you want the dev scalps.
I'm here. Move it. Go.
You want 100 developer scalps.
Out.
Or in Ricky's case, a red panda tail along with those scalps. Man, that PvP event is going to be a case where I really, really wish that they had some sort of like tally system so that you can actually get the information out of combat. How many kills did you get? Who did you kill? All that combat feedback that you would get like after a good raid in Tarkov. Who are all the community streamers a part of the event tomorrow? It's quite a few people. Quite a few. Yeah, if they're filling up a couple factions worth. Shoot, what I don't know if they're going to cap it. Because the servers normally hold like what? A dozen? 15 aside? Something like that? But I imagine it's going to be quite a bit more. I don't know if there's a posted list. I didn't see anything. No, I just hear people talking about taking part in it. I mean, if I was intrepid enough, I could probably go into the Discord and start counting up people. Because that's how they are coordinating the event. Yeah, strategies for taking Fort Nerith. Ooh. I think we're going to have to figure that one out as a team. And I think it's also going to depend on which way we're coming from. So I know there's going to be all content creators are going to be on Mithras. So that makes me wonder, Crimson, are they going to be content creators or devs? And then LRI. I think the intent here is to have 2 content creator factions and then 1 dev faction. That 1 dev faction is going to hold Fort Nerith, while the other 2 are going to go in after them. And I say we envelop them. You know, you're not going to want to get any crossfire, so landing at either side, north, south, east, west, you got to be careful to control your fires there. So if we go like the Delta 3 entrance, Delta 2 from the north, you can control that a little bit better.
Get ready. 30 seconds.
Yeah, take those cross angles. I think would probably be the best way to do it. Mother saying, recommend taking FN by the barracks. Strike from the tree line. The backside's way too open. So keep in mind, we're going to have lots and lots of teams doing this. So let me get back to my map here. I've got something cooking in my mind. We can think about this. You're going to want to have some heavy guns up there. So we're going to want to the
And we're back. Home sweet home.
7.62s. 7.62 by 5.1s, if we can. Overwatching the area here. And actually, you've got some of this ridge line down here that gives you some good view to the south. You've got some hilltops up here that are going to get a good view down the barracks side, pretty much all the way down to like right out in front of the headquarters. Right, so get a support by fire position along this area over here. I would say probably to the west side. And then you're going to need an assault force. They're probably going to try to hold... They're probably going to try to hold ATC, I would imagine, because it's got such wide fields of view. Plus, it's also elevated. They could also get on HQ. That's going to be nice and elevated with some good fields of view here. I think the problem up here is that they're going to be vulnerable if we do start coming down the barracks side. So, I don't know, man. I think there's a couple ways you can tactically take it down. I do think that you had that support by fire positions over on the west side, and then you assault from the north. Or reverse it. I would still keep the west side support by fire coming in from the south then if you're going to try to storm across. This is a lot of open area, though. Probably recommend coming in from the north. I don't think there's going to be much utility to coming in from the east side, because I do think they're going to try to use these buildings for cover, elevated firing positions. They're going to try to hold down these avenues of approach from us. So I think that's how it's going to go. Yeah, HQ, elevation, bunch of choke points inside. A frontal assault from the motel striking at the HQ entrance. I agree. Yep. Coming in from these north side entrances. All right. So, I guess we did want to turn that into turncoat. I'm not super happy about that. We're going to piss off Handshake a little doing this. And I'd like to get Handshake up to level 3. What the hell. Let's do it. Okay, he gives me the 74M, a Purst 4. We can use that Purst 4. but the 74M maybe not so much. Let's see, southeast side of the runway can enter through there. Let's take a look at the map here. So the southeast side, you're thinking around fuel storage, huh? Yeah, again here, I think it's going to be dependent on where they set up. They're probably going to set up along the high ground here at the air control tower, the headquarters. If we come in from that southeast side, kind of around fuel storage, you have all these really good bunkers. Those bunkers are going to help us out by providing us cover when we're on the backside, but then we could also walk straight up those bunkers to get right up to the top there. We'll get a good view from there. So I can see that being viable. You come in straight through there, and then you are just immediately protected by all the underground hangars. Yeah, I could definitely see that working. There's a hole in the wall by the tree line just north of the bunkers. Okay, so if we're going just north of the bunkers, that hole coming into the wall, that's where we usually come in to try to storm the headquarters, right? Huh. So I think we got to be really careful on our approach. We've got some good concealment coming through these woods here. I would only be a little bit worried about them getting eyes on as we come up that side. So it does put us close enough that maybe they're not going to be able to get too much of an angle on us from the top. Yeah, good possibility there. I think they're going to expect things from the barrack side. But we've got so much cover over there. Snowball saying that we can nuke it from orbit. No, that's going to be the case where Ricky starts dropping bombs on us. She starts coding Moabs and start going off. Airfield will be a non-starter. Yeah, that's coming in from the south side. I just don't think it's going to happen. It's too obvious. Anybody coming up through here, this is just a kill zone. We cannot storm from this side. If you start posting some eyes up on this hill over by the back entrance, that's probably about all that you can put down there. Yeah, I think we got better luck holding that support by fire from the northwest, and then coming in from the north, or like Zombie was saying, coming in and like slip into the headquarters area here through the woods. I'm sure we could break up several teams to do that. Yeah, you got to have like a main assault force or a feint, something to like take them off track while you have the actual main effort coming through. If you could do that, right? If you can take their attention at the headquarters and have them focus along the main entrance or the north side entrance here while you sneak in what your main effort's going to be straight through here, and you get so close to them, then it's just room-to-room fighting in the headquarters, storming up there. Take out that ATC. There we go. So the render distance from the airfield back entrance, that is going to be an issue. Yeah, the render difference, the render distance. I wonder whose benefit does that work towards, though? Or is it just hinder both sides? That's why you enter from the southeast. Whoa, 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 don't jump here. Yeah. Yeah, I think the southeast lets you work around the underground hangars. I see that being pretty good. Coming in here to the hole in the wall is doable. We got to get this coordinated. Definitely got to make it a coordinated assault. Not by the fuel storage. Over by the headquarters, right? Have the main assault force strike at the Fort Nerith main entrance. So we're going to say that's the main assault force, huh? So here's Fort Nerith main entrance. That's going to say we take Delta 1 And you can either bold flank movement through the villages, come down south here at the main entrance. There's not going to be any AI, by the way. They've put the kibosh on AI. It is PvP only, so we don't have to worry about any villagers getting pissed off and taking shots at us. Although I wonder if they'll be stationing anybody out around here. That could be interesting. If they start pushing people out into the villages, kind of being like that first layer of defense, I could see them doing that. They could defend from here. There's a lot of high ground up here. I don't know what kind of shots you can actually take from up here, but they can definitely get some eyes on to see who's moving in from where, if they're smart enough to do that. If they have any tactical training whatsoever, they're going to be posting up some OPs, some observation points around the area, so that they can warn the guys at Nereth, hey, shift your forces around. So the main assault force coming from up here, huh? 2 small tactical assault teams, one from the barrack side and then one from the southeast. So the barrack side, for sure, that's going to be building to building fighting there. And then another one coming in from the southeast. Yeah. Yeah, just don't even really mess with this. Not unless you want to throw a feint down here and just take their attention away somehow. But, I mean, you're going to come under withering fire down there. That's going to be sacrifice. Snowball's asking, can you respawn? I think for the defenders, the rules are you can respawn. Or am I thinking the other way around? I think the defenders cannot respawn. It must be the assaulters that can respawn. And then as soon as you're able to take out all of the defenders, you've taken Fort Nereth. You have won. Coming in from Lima 3. Oh, from all the way down south, huh? The between the tree line split. I like this. I think we've got some good plans we can air out to these other content creators. I'm beginning to wonder if there's going to be some sort of structure to how we do this. Or if it's just going to be chaos. I feel like it's going to be organized chaos. Like we're naturally going to split up into some different groups taking different areas. It's going to be nuts. So you've been testing your route in, Zombie? Really? Yeah. Jump on in, man. Let's see it. All right, Banshee's got Crash. Find the car of Banshee's colleague and retrieve the intel. We've got Banshee at level 3. That's good. We got Turncoat at level 3. Nice. Okay, Handshake's just going to be super pissed at me. We got to make amends with him. Determine the status of the reconnaissance team. Oh, look at that. We got Womble. Womble, where's my thumbs up here? He's going to shoot me in the dingus. Do I have my wave? Where's my wave at? Hello. Hello, Womble. Zombie, you holding on to a Mithras account? Let me get you added up here. See if I can find you here. Beautiful. We got a Mithras guy. Obi-Wan Nairobi, Batman himself is up in here now. All right, brother. You're here just in time. We just grabbed ourselves a golden golf club and we made it back. Now we got to figure out what's next. All right, so determine the status of the reconnaissance team deployed in the jungle northeast of Savenfa Village. So, Savenfa Village. To the northeast, there was a reconnaissance team somewhere. Wonder where they're at. All right, got you, Zombie. Oh, look at that. That's so cute. Little PFC level 5 Zombie on his Mithras account. I can tell that you don't have any, like, you haven't put much focus there at all. All right, let's, we need to do some self-love here. Was PvP in today on Mithras? Has this been the first time you've been on Mithras to do that? You just got to get used to what the Mithras stink feels like, right? Before you gotta wear it tomorrow. Observation duty. Let's see where this guy's at. That golf club wasn't easy in and out. Observation duty. Oh, they dead. Yeah. Report back. That's how it always is. I've not found a single person alive. They've always had some pretty bad luck. Okay, so where do we need to go here? There's the village. Got it. Somewhere up around here. We can check them out. Probably just Delta 1. They all look fairly equidistant. Delta 1's going to be a bit more of a clear run up through there. I think we're decently good to go. Yeah. Let's get it going. Delta 1.
Roger. Raven is in the air and
Get that transpo in. Check the wallet. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Am I? I probably have quite a bit of cash on me now. There's 168 bucks there. Nope. We're good. 168 should be light enough. All right. 1 minute. Oh, look at the drip. I like it. He's got the blue jeans on with the tactical shirt. The Obi-Wan Nairobi balaclava look. Oh, no. Looks like somebody died on the helipad. Oh, I got crushed by that little bird. Is this one us? Not us. 30 seconds. Yeah, no way, right? Boys, this liquid death goes really fast when you start drinking out of a mug. When you're not constricted to one of those tiny, like, little pop top cans. All right, here we go. Nairobi's on it. Oh, man, look at that.
Ready to pick you up.
He looks like he's doing maintenance on the bird. Maybe he's actually a helicopter mechanic.
10 seconds.
Maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just working.
Get ready. We're moving out.
Man, we must have gotten in here in the morning time. It's only 2 in the afternoon so far. Oh, I just got to thinking. Oh, man. Nighttime operations over at Nerith. Dev versus creator. That is going to be absolute chaos. It's going to be great. How much TKing is going to happen? So I think another thing about it is we're not going to have any starting gear. I think it's 0 starting gear.
Approaching the LZ. 30
But they
seconds.
give us, I think they give us a stack of cash to work with. There's going to be a lot of purchasing of gear, that's for sure. I anticipate I'm just going to be burning through it all. We'll see. I might have to start borrowing some money from Rick. Rick, can you please handshake me like 100,000, please?
Go, go, go.
All right. In-flight entertainment, cease. Run into my mark. Droney coming in over on YouTube. What time tomorrow? So it is, the event itself is 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the United States. 1 p.m. And then the creator versus dev PvP event is going to happen immediately following that. So I imagine probably 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's probably just going to take an hour for the stream, I imagine, maybe sometime around that. I don't know. They got a lot of stuff to cover, though, so it might be a long one. Mother's back. What's up? Droney, because you're coming in from Europe, right? Are you over in the UK? Yeah, if you check out Gray Zone Warfare on X, I think they've got their times posted up for it. If you want to adjust it based off of Central European time, it's out there. Okay, little break and brush. Spain, there we go. Okay. Oh, okay. Wait. Droney, you're from the UK. So I'm pretty sure I remember a UK accent on you there, a British accent of some sort, of some flavor. And so you're living in Spain. That's pretty rad. Correct me if I'm wrong. How's life in Spain, dude? How's that? Ooh, Mother 141 coming in with the hot tip. Yeah, smokes. When we're doing all PvP, smokes will definitely come in handy. Smokes, IR discipline, laser light discipline is going to be critical. So it's got to be here. Oh, they did. Oh, they really did. No bueno. They're really, really dead. That is brutal. Okay. What does he say? Is there more to this task? Okay. Yep, it was them again. Not only are they good at their job, but they're also extremely merciless. This just keeps getting worse and worse. He gave me a complete. Well, that was nice and easy. Oh, man. Let's see here. Where's my... Do I have a thumbs down? Yeah, thumbs down. Not good. Okay, so I guess back to Delta 1. Catch a bird and get on back. Wolverhampton, okay. Been here 25 years and life is good. So what made you decide to move to Spain? Stuff's popping off over there. North of Nerith, I see we got a friendly on that side. Ah, parents, okay. I take it maybe it was like your parents' work or something took them there then? That's pretty neat. How's your Spanish, brother? Are you fluent in Spanish then? Here we are running through Leave Simulator. Okay, am I close enough? Yeah, let's get the bird back to base.
Raven, wheels up for Delta 1.
Yes. Thinking about all the intricacies of PvP against the devs tomorrow, that is getting me really excited, gents.
Raven here. I'm moving out.
We're getting very pumped up. It's a good thing my camera is from the chest up here. So smokes are going to be critical, so we're going to be packing smokes. Pack grenades, that's going to be critical. Daily Dose TV coming in with a follow over on Twitch. Daily, how's it going there, sir? Welcome on in. Good to have you.
Raven reporting. I'm on my way. ETA 30
So smokes are going to be critical. Frags are going to be critical. The laser light discipline, because I think people tend to get a little lazy about that. This is going to be where it actually, like, it shows. Do we know what we're doing with all of our IR lasers? Or are we just going to give away our positions? That's going to be fun stuff.
I'm at the LC. Hurry up and get in.
I better make sure my T button's working by then. Because that's going to be critical. Daily Dose, how are the games?
10
So far, so
seconds.
good, man. So far, so good. We've been running some missions that have been pretty simple in and outs. Prepping for this PvP event tomorrow.
Ready up. We're taking off.
Creators versus devs. Devs are totally going to cheat, going to be spawning in top tier gear for themselves. I mean, if they plan on doing the defense, I don't blame them. So, little army doctrine here. There's always the 3-to-1 advantage, right, that you want to have. When you're assaulting,
Get ready. 1 minute.
on the offense, if you don't have a 3-to-1 advantage, you don't want to do it, right? The numbers are not correct. They're not going to work out in your favor. So doctrinally, when we look to go on the offense, we look to have that 3-to-1 manpower advantage. Conversely, on the defense, you can technically handle up to a 1-to-3 disadvantage, right? That's kind of in the math there. But you don't want anything to be quite near that close. You want something closer to a 1-to-1 or less, right? That's just kind of how it goes there on the math. So if we think about it, out of these two factions that we've got versus the one faction of the devs, man, they're just going to get steamrolled. Doctrinally, the numbers don't match up. They're going to have to do something to make it a little bit more to their advantage. And so if they start spawning in top tier gear, I don't think I blame them for that.
Exfil completed. Good to have you back.
Excited for the event. Really interested in what they got planned. Yeah, I'm really excited for the roadmap. Yeah, all the details they're going to put out with this roadmap are going to be really cool. And then this PvP event's going to be absolutely wild. All right, Womble, Cage, and Sawman. We got Joe Derte. Zombies hanging out. That must be him. Zombie, what's up, brother?
What's up, dude?
Were you shooting at our base guard?
Nah.
All right, so you got this route. Is this a route over at Nerith that we want to go recon?
Yeah, just hang tight, Tango. 1 sec.
Legit. Testing, testing. Numbers are king. Vehicle mounted M2 is the equalizer. Yes, sir. Crew served weapons. I mean, that's what they say. Actually kills people. All right. I don't think we've used anything yet. We just need to make sure we're not going to be running out on green tip. Observation duty. Let's turn you in. Oh, we get the DD4 grip there, huh? And
Doing some OBS tests. 1 sec.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir. Standing by. 855A1. He's giving me the good stuff. Oh, we got Night Angel up in here. Wonder if my messages are transferring. I don't see it come up. So 855A1, a few stacks of that. Oh, so much stuff here. I must be running out of room for the ammo. I'm gonna forget where I put that. What is this? We could watch all this on your channel tomorrow. Ghostface Killa. So, I mean, yes, at least from my perspective. You can stop on by my channel, check it out. I will be streaming that live. I do know that Gray Zone Warfare is going to be putting out on their channel as well. I don't know through whose perspective. It'd be kind of cool if they had like a third-party perspective, which I'm pretty sure the devs have access to. I think they can do it. But yes, yeah, if you want to stop by here, man, I'll be narrating as best I can here. Got that good candy, Snowball. Yeah, it isn't a war crime if it's the first time. Alternatively, what do they say? It's only a war crime the second time? Do we get to use the oops, I didn't know excuse? Daily Dose. Oh, you are Mithras. I thought your name sounded familiar. Ah, have we been running across each other, Daily? I've been Mithras for a long time, so yeah, if you've spent time on Mithras, I would bet that we have crossed paths at some point. And do believe that we're going to be Mithras tomorrow. I think Zombie confirmed he's Mithras tomorrow as well. Been a day one Mithras. There we go. Mithras gang for life, man. Maybe we can win some of these Crimson dudes over. Okay, so yeah. We're going to see an actual use for the bangers now. Bangers, frags, and smokes. Bangers and frags once we're inside the HQ. Got to send out those smokes to cover our movement. Mother, I like the way that you're thinking. Hopefully they're going to have everything available to us. Oh, that is a sick magazine, yeah. That thing looks thick from this perspective. He's getting his teabag practice in. Lima 3, let's do it. All right, Bird 2, Lima 3.
Raven dispatched. Moving to base camp.
All right, where's Womble at? Where'd he go? Womble, Womble, Womble. That's not him. I've lost him. Oh, no, there's Womble. He's back there. This is us, Womble.
Raven here. Ready to head out.
All right, on the Bird. Womble might be AFK. Thank you, Tactical Assault Training. You could use it in a video game? Yeah, there you go, man. Practical application.
Strap in. We're heading out.
Yeah, people tend to not realize it. I mean, the analysis of the terrain, right? I'm an engineer at heart. So doing my terrain analysis and figuring out the tactical advantages that you can get from there, the disadvantages that you have to be aware of, is all super useful in these games as well. So it's funny how those military schools, that stuff gets born into your brain, and then it just kind of comes out naturally here. So yeah, I definitely like to read the terrain when I make my approaches.
Approaching the LZ. 1 minute.
Yeah, then again, I've been on the combat side the entire time. I've never been on the civil Army Corps of Engineers type stuff.
Get ready. 30 seconds.
So we can breach obstacles all day, but don't expect me to be able to be any good wiring up anything or, you know, getting plumbing going or anything like that. JFOB construction. This one's all the way south.
Move out!
All right, what's this route looking like? For me, was a local PD volunteer training. Wish I could use more of my long gun training in this game. They just need to adjust the render distance stuff. Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna go through all the way up here to Fort Nerith, and I'll show you. We're gonna kind of go through Lima 1.
Roger that.
And if you're using the 1 to 6s, we should be all right.
Rocking the 1 to 6. Rars, Gray Zone getting a big update. So, I mean, there's going to be big news about that, man. You need to tune in tomorrow. Gray Zone Warfare is going to have their community stream tomorrow, which they're going to be going over a revamped roadmap. So they have redesigned what they're going to be doing with their next updates. So, yes, big updates are coming. I mean, a massive rework. It's going to be radically different. This does change everything, quite literally. The update, I still suspect, is going to be springtime. So I think we're probably, you know, at least another month away on that. But I'm sure they're going to reiterate just exactly when the timeline is for releases. Hitting Lima 3 will be better that way. It'll make it harder for the devs to see you land, spot you. Hey, good point there, yes. Landing far away and then foot marching up to the objective. Keep them guessing about your approach. There's another dude angry at me somewhere over there.
So cross the road, come into the tree line. We're gonna take the tree line.
Roger. Okay, so past this linear danger area here. Okay, so we do have that big
White's
mound in
back
front
me,
of us.
So I'm trying to stay quiet.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to have great observation on us this way. That bird is going to be well off in the distance. We have this foliage. The foliage and also all this micro terrain in front of us. Mother saying, I hate hiking, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Than be good and dead. Safe and sore rather than be good and dead. Okay, so this puts us down to the corner of Nerith, the southeast corner. Okay, from this shack, we're bolting up. Get across the river. Oh, zombie's nice and light here. I hear my heart pounding in my ears. Okay, so I suppose this observation here is a little problematic. If they see us coming from the ATC headquarters. This would definitely be good with some
You'll
small
be able
teams.
to see ATC from here. You can see top of ATC.
Roger. Yeah, this looks like a good engageable distance too.
And then you should be able to see HQ too as well.
HQ's not rendering for me from this distance. Does it pull up for you?
Yeah.
See if I get a bit
Ish.
closer.
But we can keep going. Sticking to the bushes here will give us some cover. And it's going to be harder for ATC to be able to shoot in because this is longer render distance.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, still not rendering for me
When you come to
here.
me, you should be
Oh,
able
there
to
it is.
see close to HQ. You should be able to see ATC from me.
Yeah, ATC has been pretty clear nearly the entire way. I think this is good for engaging ATC.
I is infamous for hanging out in ATC. You can also see top of hill here on our left side.
Oh, yeah.
Bushes kind of cover our back a little bit. And you can see inside first, second, and third floor of HQ from here.
Oh, yeah, beautiful. Get guys on the stairs from here.
See? And if you look at top left-hand corner, third floor, there's usually, you can kind of see it on your stream. Top left-hand corner, you'll see where, yeah, inside. You see where that little gray box is?
Yep.
Inside main window. On the left-hand side, you'll be able to see. Yeah, right there. You're aiming pretty much on it.
Mm-hmm.
There and a little bit to the right. There and a little bit to the right. That's where a lot of people hang out. Let's go HQ. I'll show you.
All right, HQ running. Got to use green smoke. That corner's would be perfect for smoke cover. Throw 3 or 4 out there, man. Yeah, the smoke is super effective. Like it plumes. It's got a pretty good distance on it. It's super dense too. Gotta stay low. Ghost Reaper, we training for the PvP? We're getting ready for it, man. Yeah, we're talking about some strategy here. Jiggle Jigsaw coming. Jigsaw. That was unfortunate. Coming in over on the vertical side saying, you look like Captain Price. I got a little bit of a Captain Price look. Bit of a shame I don't have the voice, though, or the accent. That's something I got to work on. Don't hide. So they are definitely mostly dead around here. Mostly dead. Ah, so they like to jump up there, eh? Let's see. So from up here.
Yeah, this is a good spot. If you come back in here there, Tango, you should see it. And you can step on the pot there. And you can hold control, use your mouse wheel, and you can adjust your crouch height. You can check your angles. You won't get stuck back there. A lot of people hide.
Okay, so this is largely just going to be for when they're trying to strong point this area then, huh?
Yes, sir. I think we might be attackers, so this is why.
Now, I wonder how bulletproof this is. Oh, okay. Let's see. What can I hit here?
If someone throws a grenade right here, there, Tango,
Yeah.
these bins, this will actually protect you from shrapnel.
Okay, so shrapnel. Looks like bullets are going through, but shrapnel protection.
Bullets will go through this, but it
Yeah.
won't go through this. You can see.
Oh, dang, really? The drawers?
Yes, sir. That's why it protects you from shrapnel.
Oh, damn, okay.
This is a solid PvP spot, and I'll show you another one. Look out through this window. You can see a hole in the wall and the entrance.
Oh, yeah.
But no one ever really looks up here.
Okay, so hole in the wall. We definitely got to keep eyes to the sky
Careful
here.
when you're up here.
Just saw, yes.
You can get all the way up top too.
So AC units, get on the awning, up to the very top.
A lot of people will snipe you from here, though. You can see ATC, you can see everywhere around here. So up here, be prepared to get shot 300 meters away.
Oh, good luck to them. I think we'll be counter sniping for sure. This is kind of an obvious spot.
Yeah, that's pretty high up there. A lot of people will also hide right here in the window. Snipe ATC here.
Yeah, this is a good position here.
Put those leans to work.
Yeah, look at that. I
So
can't hit
you
head
got,
from here.
Some good peaks. One more is down here in HQ.
Which floor?
Second.
Oh, shooting through the blinds.
And you can peek by the door too as well. You can see them come running up. You just peek. Right hand peek.
Yeah, nice. Zero, you're a gun at
Another one
200
is
and you
over here on the
semi.
other side of second floor. Come on the desk. You can keep the door open if you want, or you can shut it. Either way, but you can shoot through the window. You can see them coming up this.
Oh, yeah. Good look through the window.
Yeah.
That's perfect for them coming up the stairs.
Yeah. If you have the Fort Aerith headquarters key, we probably won't. But if you do, you can actually see the green bin from here. That's coming up the ramp. So those are the different peaks that that you can have here.
Legit. This is a good recon here.
Something else too as well, careful of this. People will snipe you through this from ATC. They can see through these windows.
Oh, okay.
Another one, if you're wanting to come from main entrance.
Yo, Hannibal, what's up? New digs with same old Helen Keller aim? Absolutely. Volume over precision. Everybody likes a tout one shot, one kill. Not my style. The due diligence stream, yes, Snowball. This is going to be... This is our recon. Hey, we got the advantage here. We can get in here and we can check out the defender's point of view from the defense. Like, how would we defend from here? Quite the opposite. You are the one shot, one kill kind of guy, right? Yes, my doctrine tells me that volume wins wars. Well, volume wins gunfights. Winning wars that's a different thing altogether. Yeah, that was pretty legit. So from the office there, you can see through that top window, checking out the stairs. That is just insidious. Oh, look at this. Okay. Rooftop view. Let's see if my heavy ass can get up here. Is it going to mount?
And then run and jump over to from that corner over to this building.
Okay, let me make sure I've got my breath.
Run and jump.
A little tired here.
And then from here, you can see HQ.
Got HQ, got a little bit of cover from the peak.
These are some of the spots that we can kind of snipe at.
Oh, God, it would be so nice to have a 249. Some belt fed.
The more you know.
Oh, we need a belt fed in this game. This would be great. I'm pumped. This is going to be good.
Yeah, telling you. I PvP quite a bit. So that is that's a really good spot coming in on that backside. That's kind of what I'm thinking because of the render distance. You can use that against for our advantage.
Oh, these devs aren't going to know what hit them, man.
Oh yeah.
Hannibal's a minimalist. Good spot for a sniper over here for sure.
All right, man. I'm gonna bounce though. I'll let you finish out
Thank
your
you so
stream.
much,
I
sir.
just wanted to show you that.
Hell yeah.
No worries.
Appreciate it,
Have a good one,
Zombie.
brother.
You have a good one. Good stuff. Okay, so. Nereth is ours, man. I'm not excited to play the defense. I know that they plan on rotating after we get a win, depending on the time. You know, time being if they got enough time, they're going to rotate us. Gain access to the computers at Fort Nereth HQ. Extract intel about new commander. Okay, I got to go back there. We just got out. I need to jump back in there. Figure out where that computer was. Jiggle Jigsaw. Dude, your name is so hard to say. Jiggle Jigsaw. No, this here is not PvP. I'm working on PvE. We're doing the tasks. Running this through. However, we will be doing the PvP dev versus creator stream tomorrow. The dev versus creator challenge to take Fort Nereth. Definitely need to run up in here while everybody's dead. Take advantage of this. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. All right, let's stop off in here. Nope, there is somebody out there. Okay, what is it? Who's in charge? Who's in charge? All right, check this one out. I gotta find that computer. Most everybody's dead out here. And we are already on site, so definitely gotta get this one done. Let's see, Nerith HQ, it's gonna be on the first floor. First floor, second computer's on the second floor, got it. And then the commander's office. Okay, cool. I think we can do that easy enough. Jigsaw is fine. Yes, that will help me stay out of trouble. Jigsaw. Whoa. Okay, so where is this first computer at? I imagine they're going to be on. Okay, so not this one. Not in here. What do you have to say? Who's in charge? So it's on the first floor. It's turned on. They're both going to be turned on, in fact. Okay. Let's just make sure we don't get murked through a window. Okay, that one's locked. Locked as well. I don't think I need a key for this. Okay, no computer in here. Jump in here. Homeboy's right next to me. Oh, he's close by. Okay, computer's not here. The horror. The horror. Great movie, man. I just watched Apocalypse Now kind of recently. That should be it. Did that give it to me? Okay, second floor. They must be up on third floor. Third floor and roof, maybe, yelling at me. Okay. Oh, there we go. First one. Jiggle Jigsaw. Redneck atheist. Ah, man. Yeah, that is going to get me in trouble. Okay, last one. Let's be careful in here. Okay, we're in Commander's office. Let's go ahead and do some looting while we're here. PC card in the wallet, just in case this goes wrong. Okay, details are found. That should be the last one here. Who's in charge? Retrieve the intel. Report back to Turncoat. Got it. I will gut you like a fish. Oh, let's see what kind of fight we got to get out of here now. Yep. They're starting to come back. Ooh, careful, careful, careful. They're down there. Hope this finds you well. Oh, he hit me. He hit me. Move out of the way. Let's see, we got a good medium bleed. Let's health it up here. Yo, irate pupil, what's going on, man? We have found ourselves inside of a wasp nest that is starting to get waspier. But we've been knocking out tasks. Zombie and I were doing a little bit of a leader's recon around Fort Nerith to check out all the defensive positions. Do a little assessment on our approaches for tomorrow's PvP dev versus creator event. These wafts do sting. They sting with 7.62. Okay, so we'll head out through the north then. This is much more clear. There we go. Yeah, I'm wondering if those devs are going to put in that kind of work to do the analysis beforehand. I do believe they're going to be on defense first. Glade Diffie, this is not PvP. No, sir. This one here is PvE. We have the PvP event tomorrow following the Gray Zone Warfare community stream. So make sure you tune into that. Check out the community stream and then stop on by and check us team up to take on the devs. Too bad you stepped away. Sit in on the briefing. So it's not my briefing, in fact. I'm not going to be the one doing any of the briefing. That is going to be on the Madfinger Games team. Let me do a little brain surgery while I'm out here. I know this is super effective. They did make the game. They also have a bunch of tools on their side. Haven't played the game since it first came out. Glade, definitely check out this stream then, man. They've got some really big news coming out for how they're reworking the releases. So they've got completely new features in mind that they haven't announced, they haven't talked about yet. Completely brand new. I think you guys are going to be pretty happy to see that. Yeah, definitely a good reason to get back into the game. All right, pupil. I thought you were the PL. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. There's going to be a lot of creators playing tomorrow. And I don't know if we're going to be organized enough to be able to break down into, like, fire teams and such. We probably should, because we're only going to be able to get out in fours, right? So if we organize down to smaller fire teams... Yeah, I don't know. This is going to be a communications mess, I imagine. Irate Pupil coming in on Twitch saying, I do really enjoy the persistent world in Gray Zone. So the concept of the persistent world is what really drew me away from Tarkov. I think this is a very novel approach to the looter, shooter, extractor type of game. It allows you to stay in as long as you want. Hit every single mission that you can. Keep yourself sustained. Yeah, this is a really cool way to do it. I'm sure everyone will be a tactical genius. I'm pretty sure, yeah. It's going to be a whole lot of chiefs out there just all trying to talk over each other. I mean, not only that, not only are they going to be tactical geniuses, but you also have to keep in mind they're also all a bunch of content creators, so they're all going to be like... I'm not going to say, like, the alpha types, but they're all going to be attention whores about it, right? We've all got a little bit of attention whore in us. That's why we're content creators. That's why we stream. Getting this all together in one room, honestly, I don't know how you guys are going to put up with us. It's going to be annoying. Those type A's, yeah. All is one too many. Too many goddamn content creators up in here. All trying to talk over each other at once.
Raven dispatched. Moving to Delta 2.
I mean, we might do better kind of lone wolfing it out there then. Get ourselves a small team. Leroy Jenkins, just run it out of there. Running it out of Nerith.
This is Raven arriving shortly near your position.
Yeah, it makes sense to organize the fire teams with a shot caller. So, yeah, how are we going to do the communication? I don't know how it's exactly going to work with the, if they're going to get, like, Discord going or something like that. We'll see. Hannibal says, I'm like Rambo, I fight better alone. We don't have a headband in here, do we? We don't have, like, that Rambo-style red headband. That's an aesthetic they need to add.
Landing, get in, go!
Perfect for that jungle warfare. All right. Little in-flight entertainment to get us on back. That's who's in charge. We are done there. We got Crash. Crash. What's up with Crash here? Isn't there an in-game comms system? Irate Pupil, so you have comms with your squad, right? Your little fire team of 4. But who is going to coordinate the fire teams? That's the thing. So like comms between lower and then comms to higher. I don't think we got that comms to higher. Not unless they figure out something in Discord. Which if they think about doing that, that would be pretty nice. Crash. This must be a real new one. I don't think the wiki has this one. Crash. Okay, maybe this is it. So Midnight Sapphire. We have to go find the submerged vehicle. Ah, okay. There's a submerged vehicle out over under Midnight Sapphire. So it's like off the bridge around in this area here. I think I should be able to find that. We got the company freak and the platoon freak. They should do that. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, we'll be able to coordinate amongst each other easily enough. Is Womble hanging out? No, that's still Cajun guy. Cajun SA. All right, who's in charge? Let's get that turned in. Gosh dang, how many more tasks do I have left to go? Oh, did he get me a new container? Beautiful, 74M and another big container. Oh Lord, this sucker is, oh wow, this is much bigger. The MM trunk. What all can I put in here? Okay, you can take that. Can it take weapons? No. So is this another soft goods container? Take keys? No. Grenades? No. Soft belt? Yes. Okay, cool. Well, that'll work. Let's stash these belts away. Could probably use those. Soft belts. Let's keep the 308. I got a bunch of hard stuff up here that's starting to collect up. 74M. I think I'm good on you. Let's go. Turncoat's level 3. Banshee's level 3. Artisan level 2, though. Looking forward to the event now. So the time is going to be, the community stream kicks off at 1 p.m. Eastern time. 1 p.m. Eastern time. And then the stream is going to be immediately following that. So it's probably going to kick off at like 2 Eastern, somewhere around then. This is a pretty big Foot Locker, Hannibal. There's a lot of space for it, but it's only soft goods that I think that I could put in there. Eliminate the Fort Nerith commander. Damn, okay. We're up to that now, huh? Retrieve the interrogation transcript from Nerith and report back. Okay, so we're up to those Nerith tasks. We have completed how many? 151? Oh, they must have added a bunch. I think that number's climbed. Who's got a good count on the new task list? Can you put containers in a container? Let's see. I believe that's a no. Certainly the type. I think the type will not let me do that. Pretty sure I can only put in like uniform goods in here. So helmet will go in, plate carriers, all that kind of thing. Which, while still handy, I wish I could put a lot of this crap in here because I don't keep a whole lot of uniform goods on me. So it's now 169 to 70, is it? Okay. Denied. It ain't gonna work. Yeah, I rape people, of course, man. Pretty pumped about the announcements, dude. I know some of them. They put out like a little bullet point list to us, so we know what's coming. And gosh, guys, I wish I could tell you, because there are a couple bullet points up there that I have just been wanting forever. And when they put that out, I'm going to be so goddamn happy, guys. It is really going to change how we interact as players. It's going to be so cool. I rate people. I'll keep an eye out for the stream start. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be putting that out on... So I always put it out on X when the going live is going to be happening. That's probably the best place if you want to get a forewarning for it. But I mean, really, if you're just keeping track with the Gray Zone Warfare stream, you'll inevitably know when we're going live. Plus, I'm sure Gray Zone Warfare might have a pretty good perspective on it. So, bag full of non-stashable items in the container. What if I do get a bag? What if I go, let's see, I can't put ammo in there, right? Ammo's a no-go. What if I put the Delta? Hey, look at that. Redneck Atheist. You're onto something. Because the big old Delta bag goes in there, and the Delta bag itself has a bunch of crap. That's how we do it. Okay, so we get a Delta bag. We fill it full of guns and ammo and all this stuff that we want to hold on to. And then shove that into our MM trunk. I think you've cracked it. I think you've cracked it, sir. All right, these tasks. What's going on with these tasks? We got a kill over at Fort Nerith. I think Crash, this one's going to be an easy get. What do we need to do here? Get up to Hotel 3. That should be real close by.
Exfil confirmed. Raven en route to base camp.
Do I want to get some more green tip? I kind of do. Starting to burn through it here. And look at that. My stash. We're starting to hold on to a little bit more money. 1, 2. Stacks on stacks of green tip here. More
Raven,
green
wheels
tip.
down and ready to load.
Wheels down. Let's go. Who's getting on with me here?
Ready up. We're taking off.
Reaper 369. Where did Womble go? I must have missed Womble. I don't think he kept up with us when we were going to go do our recon over at Fort Nerith. That's what I should have named the stream. We're doing the Fort Nerith recon. Bubbleberry's coming in saying, I load deltas in my containers. Yeah, there we go. You guys have cracked it. That's the idea. So we get big old delta bags, fill it full of everything that we want to stash away. Perfect. What time is it? 21:30. We're going to start to need to go... We're going to need to go dark. Tango Delta. Going dark. There we go. So good time to test this out, I guess. Hey, look at that. My T button works again. That's good. We're going to need that for tomorrow. Because we were talking about laser light discipline. When it's all PvP tomorrow, that laser light discipline is going to be critical. Hannibal used to do that the last wipe. What's that? Sticking the bag in containers. It's a good thing that still works. We are hitting 80 frames in the bird, by the way. 80 frames. Not too bad for being in the bird. And your bags were full of wallets. That's right, man. You were collecting cash. The Wolf of Gray Zone Warfare. How much money did you get up to at your peak when you started handing out a bunch of cash?
We're getting close.
Were you up into the
30
millions?
seconds.
Were you a Gray Zone Warfare millionaire? 48.5 million? What? What? That wasn't all from loot runs, was it? Were you just selling everything back too? $48.5 million. No wonder why you became Daddy Warbucks in the game. Like, what else are you gonna do with all that? And it's also super heavy.
Spread out.
Yeah. If I had that much, I'd just be dropping random wallets. Just, hey, here's a wallet full of cash. All right, there's going to be a bunch of buttholes on this bridge. I know it. There's a checkpoint right across here. My red dot, I can't exactly use it to my advantage here. There should be a car submerged somewhere around here. Let's make sure we don't get schwacked. Is everybody dead? Did somebody come through here already? Yeah, nobody's at the checkpoint. Well, one dude. It's my Helen Keller aim there. I think he did. Unless he pops up and ends up shooting me in the back. Mother of God. Right? Don't critique me. This is my style, man. Definitely duped money. Yeah. He found the way. All right, checkpoint. What do I need to do here? You know what? I don't think I'm getting very many more frames on the ground. Yeah, we're sitting at like 80 frames on the ground. So that's real weird. That the helicopter wasn't all that much more. Or much less, in fact. Okay, so there's like a muddy embankment that leads down to this car. We'll find it here. It's pretty dark, though. Pretty dark. Let's see which side it's on. Just so you know, there's a range at the base. Man, I was an officer. You know, we got our marksmanship badges pretty much just handed to us. Well, there's a stream. Should be a submerged car around here somewheres. Maybe it wasn't this bridge. Maybe it's the other bridge. Hopefully that guy doesn't shoot me as I'm alt-outed here. It should be like kind of right next to hotel. So there's Hotel 3. LAF checkpoint there. Like it's not the super close one. No, it's this one over here. Oh. I am far away from it. I did go over the nearby bridge. Okay, so it is that big bridge over there. That makes sense. Go down the left side of the bridge. Droney, I think I went down the wrong bridge. I think it's this one up here. Then there's that. Not only am I an officer, but I was an Army officer as well. So keep that in mind. Every Marine a rifleman, but every Army officer a PowerPoint Ranger. All right, where'd you slide down, buddy? You're out around here somewhere. This might be better in the daylight. Yo, Link, what's up? Welcome on in, sir. Good to see you back here. That's the one for the Banshee mission, but the quality on YouTube is shit. What is going on there? The games through your camera is great. Okay. Hey, look, we found it. It's super dark right now. I don't know if that's playing into it. We're wanting to get some good quality pushed out. Secret compartment. There's our USB. Link is over on Twitch now. Okay. Yeah, you guys are jumping back and forth. So let me know which one's good. That would be surprising that YouTube is having an issue with quality. The quality was really good way back. People were commenting about the quality. I wonder if there's just maybe everybody's getting on. Yeah, who knows? I know that my connection rate was looking really good. That may have changed by now. Oh, so that was you commenting on it. There we go. Okay. That makes sense then. You know what was going on with the quality, stream quality. Looking a little grainy, but I'm sure that's probably the dark playing into it. That's so weird. It's usually my camera that has the issue. Usually my camera will have an issue if I'm going to have some streaming problems. Because too many resources will then be allocated to the game itself. Yeah, irate people, Rangers lead the way. They do, man. Love me some Rangers. Moonster was, oh, here we go. Timothy McGee gifting the 2 subs there. Timothy McGee, thank you so much. That is one going to Moonster there and another one going to, hey, Link, you got one, brother. Got the way to the cafeteria. I'm not even checking out. Oh, we're up on Hotel 3 now. Leading the way to the cafeteria. Come on, man. We got Rangers because even the Marines need heroes. I feel like your rifle is overgassed. I would agree with you. Whenever I'm shooting in my NVGs, I tend to gas out my NVGs. So there's definitely something to that. All right, let's get this sucker on back. Then we got some more crazy Nereth tasks.
All available birds are in flight.
Then we got some more crazy Nereth tasks that we're going to have to run on again. Got way better in this game now? What is... You guys got some pretty good backhanded compliments. I like that. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Thought it was the SEALs. McGee? No, man. No, not the SEALs. Or is it the SEALs looking up to the Rangers? Because, I mean, that checks out, too. The SEALs have they got a very interesting mission there. It's funny how all these units really have, like, quite distinct uses.
Roger, Raven is in the
There we
air
go. Got our bird.
Hotel 3.
Yeah, the Army is so big that sometimes we forget that some of these smaller units exist out there. Link is saying, never understood the American military with the Delta Force, Rangers, Marines. What's the difference in the SEALs, Navy SEALs? Aren't they from UK? Hannibal, we can respectfully disagree. You can disagree to agree if you would like. The SEALs got a publisher once they get a Trident? Yeah. That is like, man, once you get your Trident, you got it made, man. Like, you're going to be famous in Hollywood.
Raven arriving shortly near your position. ETA
Write your book,
307.
start acting. There's no respect needed. Hannibal, I love you, man. Always remembered the Rangers being the go-to for QRF and Uber for tier 1s. So that is the relationship between the Rangers and tier 1. Yes, for the most part, they will play a lot of QRF roles in that case, and they will also pull outer cordon security for the direct action tier 1 missions. However, I mean, Rangers got a lot of direct action,
Strap in. We're heading out.
HVT takedowns and all that in, well, both theaters, in Iraq and Afghanistan, but real heavy in Iraq. Man, there was a period of time in Iraq when it was just like JSOC going absolutely nuts, bagging HVTs multiple times in a night. They would just go from one hit to the next, all the way down. And so, yeah, that was a mix. Rangers really got like an expansion to their mission during the GWAT. I don't know if it's going to stay that way because the GWAT mission kind of really necessitated that a lot more of those units stepped up. So Rangers became a real go-to there. Delta had a heyday in Iraq with the HVTs, and then Afghanistan was SEAL Team 6's AO. So a little bit of travel back and forth with the deployments for the Rangers, but mostly you had like an Army-Navy separation between Iraq and Afghanistan. JSOC, yes, JSOC is our Joint Special Operations Command, so they run all of our Tier 1 units. They've got Delta underneath them, they've got SEAL Team 6, they've got Air Force, I can't remember the squadron for Air Force off the top of my head. All the support units. Yeah, all those different task forces they got. Not gonna lie, I want to be a Jocko Willnick when you grow up. Yeah? Yeah? Well, Jocko. Correct, yeah, so irate people coming in saying that Rangers are a unit in the Army.
1 minute.
Navy, Air Force, Marines are different branches. So Air Force has PJs, yes, but PJs are not their Tier 1 unit. They have a special operations air wing, I think they call it. Yeah, so that's technically what would be considered your black special operations. That's what they call it. So like deniable type stuff. Your white special operations are going to be like your SEAL teams, your special forces groups. Those are considered white special operations. Rangers fall in there somewhere. Rangers are like Tier 2, considered Tier 2 in support of Tier 1 special operations. Do they have Mithras and Crimson? Something like that. Particularly in the Army, we like to wear a lot of different patches to separate us. Yeah, so, hey, Storm Bros, come on, man. What's going on? Storm Bros, yes, sir. I think you did get a membership. Yeah, you're rocking some rank over there, Storm Bros. So, yeah, about that then. Memberships. You Tier 2 guys over on YouTube, along with all of my members over on Twitch, you guys get 10% off over in the TangoPapaDelta.com store. So if you guys have your membership, go check that out at TangoPapaDelta.com. Also, make sure that you jump on over to the Discord. Join up the Discord if you're a member, because you guys get access to the team room. That's going to be the members-only Discord channel there. Yeah, so some perks with membership that you got bestowed upon you. And if you're over on YouTube, you probably got that from probably from McBride. McBride Motorsports has been handing out a bunch of those. He's been very supportive of building up that roster with the unit. Timothy saying, I've always looked up to the Air Force CTTs and the TAC-Ps, JTACs. Yeah, you can always tell when you're jumping in with JTACs, those guys are pretty awesome, man. So if there's anybody who looks like they are Tier 1 Special Operations jumping in with the 82nd, because we're all just a bunch of, douchebag line infantry guys. The JTACs roll up in there with all their cool guy gear and their Mark 18 strapped to their back, and they're going to be jumping out with it. The Rangers being Tier 2 is funny to me because it felt like Marine Infantry filled a similar role, purely based on description, but Rangers got shiny toys. Somewhat, yeah. I mean, Marine Infantry are your top infantry, right? And if you think about the different mission sets, Department of the Navy has a different kind of AO, I guess you can say. The Rangers are trained in much a similar fashion. They are the Army's top infantry unit. Yeah, they're the top of the peak for infantry. Very small, right? You've only got the 3 battalions. Say it, there it is. Man, I give it to you. I know exactly what the Marines do. And I give it to you. You guys probably live a lifestyle that's a lot more like our Rangers, for sure. Like the daily standard that the Rangers hold themselves up to. I'm pretty sure you Marines get it. And I mean, the Marines, the Rangers are the kind of place where if you don't live up to the Ranger standard, which is a much higher standard than a regular line infantry unit in the Army, they will boot you the hell out of there, man. You'll find yourself in the 82nd, actually. we've had a bunch of Ranger washouts in the 82nd. That's where they tend to go because they're all airborne qualified. Marines are better than Rangers. I mean, more trained and specialized. It's different, right? Marines trained to be able to take beachheads. Rangers just trained to destroy things. Rangers are most definitely a fire and forget weapon. Very, very small unit there. Irate pupil, we eat the best crayons. The Marines can't occupy with anything. Their deployments are only 7 months. I mean, that's the same way with the Rangers, right? What the hell are you going to do with 3 battalions? They always go there in support of Tier 1 Special Operations. Yeah, I mean, I can't think of anything where you're going to deploy Rangers specifically for a Ranger mission. They're always in support of a larger operation where Marines can go in and they can absolutely break the shit out of an entire city. And then they will move on, and then they will make an entire division of Army, back them up and hold that ground. That's just kind of how we work. It's how we work together. Yep, listen to Hannibal. He knows. Marines are not an occupying force. That's not what they do. The Army is an occupying force. That's why we're so big. We got so many units to work with. So many brigade combat teams. If I made the switch to Army, I would have tried for the Rangers. That's the way to go, man. Everybody in the infantry wants to be an airborne Ranger. For a very good reason. Bethel coming in. Yo, what's going on, Bethel? How the mission's been? The missions have actually been really good. We've been running them rather efficiently. Knocked them out. I think I had one to turn in here, did I not? Crash. And handshake. Good. Handshake's got another one. I need to do handshake again. Which one is handshake in contrast with here? In I can't think of the word I'm thinking of. Who is he fighting me against here? Banshee? So, if I do Celebrity Crush, where's Banshee at here? He's got 900 rep points up. That's probably decent enough to hold on to it. If I fail this, it's 200 rep points off, so that's fine. With Celebrity Crush, will get 200 rep points. And that, not likely going to get me enough. Contrast. That's the word I was thinking of. Yeah, it's contrast. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Marines take ground and Army holds ground. I mean, so you're thinking about it from kind of that global war on terrorism style, right? Where we deployed into landlocked countries. But if you think about it more so of how we deploy, Marines taking beachheads is the big thing. They got to take those beachheads, push in, establish that beachhead, pull in a bunch of naval transport assets, and start filling the country with our assets, right? So that's what the Department of the Navy does, and they do it with the Marines being that spearhead. Whereas the Army, we either take that, we're going to be that force that comes along on that beachhead, or if it's World War II, we establish that beachhead ourselves. So, you guys don't have a monopoly on beachheads. We've done it before. But nowadays, the Army's probably not going to take beachheads. We take airheads. So we send in the mother frickin' 82nd Airborne to go establish airheads, take field landing strips, and then start landing C-130s full of stuff. We start bringing in divisions that way. So very different types of ways to do a joint forcible entry into a country. The Army can also take ground and hold it. That's the thing. The Marines just aren't big enough to hold ground in a strategic sense. Tactically, yes, but strategically, you are eventually going to have to move in the Army to hold on to things. Irate pupil, we helped in World War II? Nah, man, you guys, Marines had the Pacific Theater. Island hopping, bunch of stuff going on there. Saitama, how long we going for today, man? About the same time. Yeah, about the same time. I am yammering on about military stuff, so I don't know how interesting that is to everybody, but once you guys get me on a roll talking about military stuff, it's kind of hard for me to stop. I like it. Redneck Atheist coming in saying the only thing the Army can't do is operate fixed-wing aircraft. I mean, bingo. Yeah, we don't have any fixed-wing. We do solidly have to rely on the Air Force for that, which is why a lot of our bases are joint bases with the Air Force. And if you do any time in the 82nd, you start having a love-hate relationship with the Air Force, because they can be a very good Uber, or they can be a very bad Uber and drop you over trees, which has happened to me before. We're good. Love the talk. Just wondering. Yeah, I mean, if we go on, we go on. Pacific was a wild ride for the Marines and everyone else involved. The Pacific Theater was absolute hell, man. So my grandfather was a pilot, Marine Corps pilot in World War II. Pacific Theater, took flak in his Corsair, I believe it was, a Marine Corps Corsair. Purple Heart as a pilot, wrote a book. So he did the proper Department of the Navy thing and wrote a book. Different units are different weapons for different situations. That's why we have so many. No one covers everything. That's a pretty good assessment. Yeah, there's a lot of overlap there, but there's a reason why we have all those different capabilities. All right, while I'm yammering, I need to make sure that I keep up on my self-care here. Yeah, we'll just take a bit of a chocolate bar out there to keep us tidy. Hacksaw Ridge. Dude, I didn't see Hacksaw Ridge. I should check that out. Did you see the Pacific? Because I saw Band of Brothers, and from what I got, the Pacific was kind of similar to that. Yeah, I would like to see a bit more of that. Oh, you've been to Hacksaw Ridge, huh? Irate people coming in saying that the Pacific was great. I'll need to check that out. Was that another Steven Spielberg one? At least they had ice cream in the Pacific? What? Really? One Japanese general who thought they were winning realized that they were losing bad when they saw ice cream. I hadn't heard that before. That's interesting. Irate pupils saying that the Navy is a pretty good Uber. They always hated having us on ship, eating all the food and filling up the gyms. So, I mean, they handle all of your logistics, right? Everything logistics is handled by the Navy. So the Marines focus on combat. And that should tell you just exactly what the Marines are there for. Whereas in the Army, we have Army units that are combat specific, combat focus specific, and then we got a lot of logistical structure. So the Army can deploy as a singular entity. We are the Army. We bring logistics. Logistics win wars. Yeah, we have our own air wing as well. Yep, everything's self-contained, man. Got that? Is that an MEU you're talking about? Or have they switched up the structure since the GWAT? Still hate Ospreys? Ospreys, rotary wing death traps, you mean? Those Ospreys, I don't know if I would ever want to get on one, man. That is just... I've heard too many horror stories about the Ospreys. Honestly surprised they still have them fielded with how many issues they had. All right, so that's going to be Celebrity Crush. We want to retrieve the SD card from Midnight Sapphire. Ah, God. Midnight Sapphire. Wanted Man 2. Retrieve the interrogation transcript from Fort Nerith. Bring it back to Gunny. Dragon Slayer. Eliminate the Fort Nerith commander. Well, here we go. What time is it? 1:14? Maybe we can go mark these weapons caches. Tiger Bay Central. So I think those are the ones that are north and south, right? Let me double check. I think it's the north and south ends of the mall. What's it called? Big entrance. Been out since 2016, so I'm not sure if they changed up the MEU. Yeah, maybe Hannibal can let us know. Hannibal says, fuck V-22s. Yeah. God, V-22s. We had two pilots that were still learning, almost crashed into each other on their way to an air show. Holy cow, dude. Well, you know what they say about helicopters, right? Like, you have to be in a hard landing at some point in your career. Okay, yeah, it's north and south. North and south over at Tiger Bay. Well, let's go get some at Tiger Bay. It's been a while since I've done a Tiger Bay run proper. This has a chance to be an absolute shit show. Do I have all my Tiger Bay keys in one? That's FN, NT, Tiger Bay. We'll take my keys with me, just in case. I think I'm good on everything. S-bands, suture kit. Yeah, let's get the suture kit out of here. I got plenty. We need to score some more S-bands. Oh no, I bumped down Lab Rat. What the hell? Okay. Damn. All right, Tiger Bay, we run Juliet 2. Let's go get up in there.
Raven dispatched. Moving to base camp.
"16 years and never stepped on one?" That's probably good for you, man. The MEU is Marine Expeditionary Unit. They were flying Ospreys.
Raven on station and ready to pick you up.
So Ospreys were kind of a later addition during my
Get
career.
ready, we're moving out.
What did they have beforehand? What was your... Did you have a rotary wing transport that you would have used? Would they just been Blackhawks? Navy version of Blackhawks, maybe Chinooks? Do you guys have Chinooks on deck? On your ships? Your boats? The Panda, I don't...
Getting close.
I'd like to bump down with Lab Rat. Cheers, Panda. Lab Rat really does hate her war crimes. Yeah, she's punishing me for it too. The 46 is okay. There we go. That's what it is. Hannibal is the transport. The old battle frog. I like it. Droney asking what microphone I'm using. So this is the Shure SM7B.
Approaching the LZ. 30 seconds.
My second microphone, actually, because before I was using the Blue Yeti X, and I ended up killing it. So decided to go with the tried and true standard. I've got the Shure SM7B, and then I am running it through a Rodecaster Pro 2 because you cannot use it by itself. So. All right, Tiger Bay, we meet again.
Go, go, go.
Oh man, this has been quite a while since I've made this insertion here. Yo, Moose Knuckle Mafia. Oh wait, Timothy McGee hitting us with the 5 subs again. Oh crap. Oh crap. Timothy McGee, sir, you are a goat here. So Moose Knuckle Mafia, you got one. Irate Pupil, there you go. Woodafoo coming in with it. DevilDog.games has it as well. Oh, Devil Dog. Nice. And Mike Shaw. Gents, we got a bunch more members of the unit. You guys, with your membership, make sure you head on over to the Discord. Join up at the Discord because you can get into the members-only chat there. We'll be doing some coordination stuff through that channel, so important that you guys get on that. And then also, check out the merch store over at TangoPapaDelta.com because you guys get 10% off of your orders there. All right, we got to murk some of these locals at night. Making these guys behind me kind of angry. So we're going to keep on the move. All right, this side gets kind of hot if I stick around too long. Yeah, irate people. There's some pretty good benefits to it. And I'm always trying to think of different ways that we can make those membership benefits useful to you guys. So if you guys have any ideas, if there's something like a different streamer is doing that you think would be good for a membership benefit, let me know. I am definitely here to serve you guys as a community. So always open to ideas as to how we can improve. Holy hell, that's a lot of ammo. Aurum, you know how I roll, dude. We roll full on ammo. Look at that. I'm at 49 of 54. We're pushing it, but we're all right. I do hear some suppressed ammo in there. That's friendly. That's good. Good for me. We're not alone jumping in here. Which is actually really good. It looks like it's actually pretty quiet here. I hear radio. Friendly, friendly, friendly. Aurum, you roll with 1 stack, dude? I don't know even how you do that. Are you farming 855 along the way? 1 stack? I can't get by with 1 stack. Like, I use 1 stack shooting just one guy. Howdy. Look at that. Lots of good backup in Tiger Bay. This is awesome. Who else here? No friendlies, actually. At least nobody on my team. I'll bet you they cleared the place out then. Let's go get these. Damn it. Did I forget the trackers? Ah, boys. I forgot the damn trackers. That's what I came here to do. I need to get this microphone situated correctly. What in the world? What am I doing? Okay, so before these guys can do their respawn, we need to get back to base, grab those trackers, get back out here. What an officer move. I didn't do my PCCs, PCIs, man. I didn't go down the checklist. I didn't have a good NCO double checking me here. I make my shots count using the CQ-A1. That's a Chad move right there. Damn it, I forgot my markers. Well, it's a good thing I thought about that before I actually got over to the boxes. This microphone's gonna drive me nuts now. Oh, I feel like I'm jumping somewhere bad. I got lost. Where'd I get turned around at? Is that a low-profile arm? The low pro? What are we talking about? Oh, we talking about my... Yeah, it is... Which one did I get here? It is the blue... caster of some sort. What the hell do they call this thing? Yeah, it's I mean, it's decent. I like it all right. But it's not tight enough right now. So it's kind of getting a little squirrely at the moment. I do have a roadcaster arm spare, which I might use at some point. But this one by blue is actually pretty nice. Yeah, pretty decent. The humor is great for morale. Ghostface, are you guys finding my forgetfulness humorous? Snowball saying, need some tattoos in the game. That actually, I didn't think about that. That might be something to bring up to the devs. That would make for a nice little kind of aesthetic incentive. All right, back to base. Pick up my stupid markers. Gosh darn it, how embarrassing. Not tight enough and getting squirrely. You guys need to hit me with a "that's what she said" when that happens. I got it in the office. So Hannibal's using the Elgato Low Pro. I'll need to check that out. I don't think I've seen that. There we go, pupil. Perfect. That is also very appropriate to use instead of the "that's what she said." Got tired of the mic blocking my monitor. So, yeah, I'm trying to get it as low as I can here while still keeping it up at mouth level. The arm does pretty good to do that.
I'm at the LC. Hurry up and get in.
Yeah, I've got no complaints about this mic arm. It's just when I start messing with it, it gets kind of loosey-goosey.
Ready up. We're taking off.
That's what she said. All right, in-flight entertainment. Got to go back. Pick up my markers and back out here. Just no face tattoos. Wholly agreed. These got to be like tattoos from the shoulders all the way down to the arms. We're talking full sleeve, hard charging tattoos there. The SM7B does need to be at mouth level. Very true. Yeah, and when it's not, you tend to lose a lot of fidelity there. So when it starts slipping, I gotta like start moving my face down along with it.
1 minute.
Within regulations, of course, irate pupil. Don't get me started with regulations. I don't know if we've had this discussion before, but those tattoo regulations are what kept me out of the Marine Corps OCS. Jarhead TV, what's up, man? So it doesn't if you use a FET head for it, huh? Okay.
We're getting close.
Does it make the pickup a little bit more powerful then? Nothing wrong with face tats. You got one? In the Marine Corps? I'm sure face tats weren't regulation back then. Couldn't have been. Afterwards, yeah. I have seen some Marines with some face tattoos afterwards. Who's that big influencer? I think he's a Marine Raider.
Exfil completed. Good to have you back.
Dude is tatted up to hell. He's got some face tattoos. I saw him on Shaw and Ryan kind of recently. I can't remember his name though. I want to say he runs a training company. Okay, where do these things go? There they are. Okay, 2 trackers. Got them. Straight back out to Nerith. Or not Nerith, Tiger Bay.
Raven, wheels up for base camp.
Check the gear durability, dude. I don't have time. Durability's looking all right. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and run a repair on the weapon system. This guy is at 100%. Yeah, we'll do a repair on the helmet and the NVGs. Good to go.
Raven here, ready to head out.
Yeah, we gotta move. Tiger Bay is primed right now. Need to get in there.
Strap in, we're heading out.
Are we all going to be at the dev stream tomorrow? Guys and girls, I will be there, Jarhead. I hope to see you there. Have you gotten your team assignment yet? Timothy McGee was saying that he was, at one time, thinking about the Marine Security Forces. That was going to be a 5-year contract. Okay, well,
Approaching the LZ.
sometimes when you get in, you find yourself doing 5 years pretty easy. Don't forget the pistol. The pistol's just going to have to be what it is. We are on the move. Do your Comtacs block sounds in the game? They can, yes. They can. So just like I'm using it to block sound from the helicopter, you can use it to block sound in the game, but I definitely do not recommend having your headphones toggled off when you are on the map. No, Jarhead. No, you're on the dev team? I didn't know that. Oh, no. Well, just know that if I see you on the battlefield, I will not hesitate. And I don't expect you to hesitate either.
Move out!
Panda saying that I love to slowly kill the pistols, keeping them in the holster. That's what happens. I never use them. I never use them. I only kill them. I am a machine that turns pistols into unusable pieces of plastic and steel. To unload his full clip, that's what I do. Yeah. Tango, use only the Scorpion tomorrow if you're an attacker. Orem? No. That's not something that I can do. Now, Jarhead, however, I'm pretty sure that's how he rolls. I would not be surprised to see Jarhead out there waxing people with a Scorpion. R.I.P. Jarhead. No. I will probably kill Jarhead with kindness. Kill him with kindness and humor. Because my skills aren't quite up to that level. Yeah, Timothy, we talked about that disqualification. So you couldn't make it in the Army either with the club feet, right? I think you said that you had taken a look at that. All right, moving up. Not get distracted by these hoes to my left and right. Do I see flashlights moving? Let's just be cognizant of these people here over on the road. Oh, that's a checkpoint there, isn't it? Okay, guys, far down. Let's move it. Heard a SEAL guy say, don't carry a pistol, it's dead weight. If your primary goes down in a room, your buddy will kill the guy before you can switch. I mean, there's a lot of truth to that, yeah. Absolutely a lot of truth to that. I mean, pistols really are just for officers to walk around to the DFAC with. And also, the pistol is used to fight to your rifle is complete bullshit too. If you're having to fight to your rifle, you are at a severe disadvantage to begin with. Like, why is your rifle outside of arm's reach? Okay, that's a bad guy down. I think we might be good. Don't think we've had a personnel turnaround here at Tiger Bay yet. All the doors are shut, though, which is somewhat concerning. Guess we'll wait to see if we get chirped at. Okay, making the move. Any angry locals here? Hey, there we go. Kaitop coming in over on Kick, I do believe. Yeah, those are Kick notifications. I'm finally getting Kick notifications. 99% of SEALs will tell you to carry it because you better be prepared. You talking about pistol? Your sidearm, your rifle for sure. Don't get caught without that nearby. Okay, so we got this. I don't think the containers are up here. I think this one might be down on the bottom floor. Yeah, let's get down there. Right? Right. Shift change in a few. Hopefully not while I'm here. High tracker. There we go. Did it give it me? Did it give me the, I guess so. I didn't hear a beep. I'm assuming that's good, though. Where are we at? Big entrance. Find and mark all the caches. We keep moving. Yes, pistol and they are. Lucky the LTs didn't have to walk around 249s in the chow hall. Dude, I did get stuck with the 240 at one point. And while that sucker just absolutely sucked to patrol with, was an absolute dream to have when you were on the attack. To initiate an ambush with a 240 is the absolute best feeling in the world. Oh, we got guys out there. They hear me. Yeah, this whole top floor looks like it's still cleared out. Okay, caches. No. It's on the other side. No. Is it also on the bottom floor? Or have I lost time? What time is it? 4:16. I still have time to do this. High tracker. There we go. Boom. Task complete. Good to go. Next to the black crate. There we go. Yeah, sorry, guys. It took me a little bit of running back and forth for it to pop up. The M249 and the E-Girl. The 240 is the thick goth girl with big jugs. I would say that's pretty accurate. I mean, on one hand, it is nice to be able to just absolutely spray 5.56 everywhere. That 240 Bravo, though, puts their dicks in the dirt, man. Graduated sniper school, so full 60 pounds of gear with the 50 is not fun. That has got to be, that's got to be pretty heavy, yeah. Where am I going to get down at? I guess I can exit out here. But I want to be on this side. Still looking decent out here, I think. No angry voices. Ghostface likes that mommy dom. Chat's getting spicy. I like it, guys. What is that? You always got to remember what you're fighting for, right? So you take off your helmet, you look in your helmet, and it's a picture of who? Your favorite e-girl? Your favorite goth chick with the big jugs? Still a little too far north here. Belt feds with unlimited ammo until you run out. Yeah, but your assistant gunner should be hauling a bunch of nut sacks for you. £60 plus the 50. Only having to carry a person around all day. That does sound like absolute torture. Have to wonder if we'll get a vendor that applies different camos for a price, maybe with a slight wait time. I mean, no lie, that'd be a really cool aesthetic. Yeah, if that hasn't already been brought up with the devs, we definitely need to make that push. Camo add-ons for guns. And I'm thinking they should have some uniforms that you can get that are going to break up your outline a bit more. You know, maybe not necessarily like ghillie suit, but you know, just a little uniform add-on. We are in the jungle after all. Okay, back to La Casa here.
Negative. All birds are in the air.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Who's going to be available? At pickup, at destination, available in 26 seconds. Okay, cool. Available, here we go. First one in about 15 seconds. Yeah, they were asking about like different types of camo. I think that it would be nice if they could find uniforms to differentiate the factions. Because we all look alike now, right? And if we want to be able to differentiate ourselves, I mean, the increased size on the patches can go some ways. I do think that if we were able to differentiate the uniforms, though, it would go much longer. Kind of like how, if you guys are familiar with Escape from Tarkov, how the USECs and the Bears have different styles of uniforms. And so while it can still be confusing trying to tell them apart, there are definitely some cues where you're like, oh, that's definitely a Bear, or that's definitely a USEC. Like, you can tell. Some grease paint? Yeah, should we get the faces all camoed up? Here we go. Let's get our in-flight entertainment. and jump on our bird.
Landing,
Comes flying
get
in
go.
horribly in a half-running Huey. I'll be your Uber for today, sir. Thump, 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 thump.
Get ready, we're moving out.
There we go. Good night of running tasks. Gentlemen, and statistically 5% of you ladies, I think we've come to the end of our night. Good, successful runs today. Knocking out a bunch of tasks. Zombie and I went over to Fort Nerith today. Oh, I probably shouldn't be saying this if we got some devs in the stream here. We got devs in chat. Make sure you guys plug your ears right now. But we went over to Fort Nerith and we started strategizing, doing our leaders recon over there, trying to figure out what the defense would look like, trying to figure out our avenues of approach and how we're going to attack that place. So, devs, I will see you guys tomorrow. And to everybody else, I will see you tomorrow as well, because you guys should be checking out Gray Zone Warfare's community stream, kicking off on Gray Zone Warfare's Twitch page at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be going live immediately following that for the PvP event, where it's devs and content creators with a battle for Fort Nerith. So that's going to be rad. I hope to see you guys there. I know it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a weird daytime stream for me, but I think I can get used to it. I think that'll be fun. So, thank you guys for the gifted subs. Want to appreciate you guys who are subbed and did so tonight. Again, make sure you guys make your way on over to the Discord. Join up over there. We got the members-only Discord with the team room over there. And then, as well, go check out TangoPapaDelta.com for some cool merch like what I'm wearing here. The Republic of Tango hoodie. And members will get 10% off over there, so go check that out. Gents, you all have a good evening, and I will see you back here again tomorrow. Y'all take it easy.